Bit of Doctor Who news, new merchandise on the way. Hello, welcome back to my world of stuff. My name is Paul Mount. I thought I would just do a quick video for you, as there's been an announcement this afternoon of an upcoming piece of new Doctor Who merchandise. It's a new Doctor Who Blu-ray of the War Games. Now, you may, I hope you will, remember that back in December, I think it was the 23rd, BBC 4 showed this newly colourised, edited version of Patrick Troughton's 10-part finale story from 1969, The War Games. It was the follow-up to their not entirely successful edit of the Daleks from the year before. But I think this was actually much better. There is a video further back on the channel if you want to find out exactly what I thought about it. But I think that the team did a pretty good job, not just of colorising the episodes, which generally look pretty good, but also boiling a 10-part story down into the length of just over 3 of the actual episodes. The War Games is a notoriously long story, quite a flabby story, with lots of room for the removal of some material just to get the story moving along at a good old pace. And of course, the idea with these colorizations of black and white stories is to tempt perhaps younger viewers who might not be interested in watching black and white material to dip their toe a little bit into some of the classic Who stuff. And I think that they're pretty successful in doing that. And I think the War Games was a good example of this process of boiling a long, tortuous story down into something a bit more palatable for modern audiences. Of course, the fanboys always argue, oh, it's heresy, it's heresy. The originals still exist. They're still out there. It's still on the BBC iPlayer. You can still pick it up on DVD. But the news today is that that version that was transmitted at Christmas is now finally getting its physical media release. We knew it was going to come, but we've been waiting on an announcement of a release date. And it transpires that it's going to be coming out and available not long to go, 21st of April. So it's almost exactly a month's time. It's going to be available on Blu-ray and Steelbook. Here's the covers, and I think they look rather nice. I will be going for the Blu-ray edition. I'm not a massive Steelbook collector. I do have Steelbooks, but I can take them or leave them, frankly. But this actually looks like a very nice set. You will obviously want to know the specifications of this set, and I'm the man to tell you, because this has just been announced this afternoon. So we are getting, apparently, a 96-minute edit of the War Games. There's going to be 6 minutes of material that wasn't transmitted at Christmas, so that will be interesting. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be. Presumably some select material from somewhere in the story. We've got a 96-minute edit of the story in colour. There's going to be a new commentary featuring Russell T Davies, the current showrunner of modern Doctor Who. Journalist Benjamin Cook, who's been responsible for doing some of these edits. He did the Daleks and, frankly, did a better job on this one. We've got Fraser Hines, who, of course, plays Jamie in the story. We've got Rich Tipple, who is one of the colorisers. And Mark Ayres, who provided the new music score. This is a controversial project. A lot of fans don't like old Doctor Who being buffed up like this. But as I say, the originals are still there. This is just an alternative version, should you wish to watch a shorter version of the story rather than trudge your way through 10 episodes. There are other special features. There's a model shots featurette, model making featurette. Chris Hayden, who was the film editor of the original War Games back in the 60s, he was interviewed by Radio Free Scaro, which I assume is a podcast, and that's going to be included. It's going to be 16mm film footage. I think this is a bit of footage that was included in the edit, which that's going to be raw. There's going to be a trailer, an Easter egg, colour palettes, all the usual bits and pieces. In addition to all the new stuff, we've got all the stuff that was on the original 3-disc DVD set. We'll have the original 10 episodes, not remastered. I think it's going to be the editions that were on the DVD, and they were remastered anyway, but obviously not up to Blu-ray standards. So we're going to have the 10 episodes of the serial. We're going to have the original commentary, which featured Fraser Hines, Wendy Padbury, Philip Maddock, who played the Warlord in the story, Jane Sherwin, Terence Dix, the script editor, and others, so that commentary is retained. There were a lot of other special features. I've forgotten quite how many there are. So if we're getting all this as well, it's a bit of an embarrassment of archive riches. There was a documentary, Warzone, which was the making of documentaries. There was one called Shades of Grey, which is a documentary about black and white television and black and white Doctor Who. There was a documentary about Dudley Simpson, the legendary composer of Doctor Who incidental music. Documentary about regenerations and the whole concept of regenerations in Doctor Who. There was one of the Stripped for Action featurettes. The DVD range, you may recall, had a series of features about Doctor Who in comic strips, and certain releases focused on different Doctors. We've got the Stripped for Action #2 for Patrick Troughton. On Target, documentary about Mac Hult's Doctor Who books, which would be interesting as a sort of a companion piece to the excellent Tobe Hidoki Looking for Mac documentary on the season 7 release recently. And also something which I'm always interested in, and I remember watching this one, the Now and Then documentaries, which take you back to the locations of the episodes as they appear now. Of course, in the history of Classic Who, a lot of locations have changed out of all recognition, but it's always interesting. I just find it fascinating looking at places where Doctor Who was filmed back in the day. So we've got all that stuff from the previous 3-disc set included on what I assume is going to be a 2 or 3-disc Blu-ray set. So I think this one is probably unmissable. I didn't buy the Daleks in colour originally. I think I've picked it up since. I really can't remember. I didn't buy it at the time because there wasn't enough new stuff to get me interested and invested. But this is going to be a nice chunky set of new material, and the classic story itself and the new edit. So this sounds like a good release. I like the cover art. I think the Blu-ray cover art is excellent. And that, as I say, is the one I'll be going for. And this, as I've said again, is out on the 21st of April. So save your pennies, because there's a lot of Doctor Who stuff coming out soon. We've got the new series in a few weeks' time. We've got The Savages out next week. Watch out for my unboxing and review of that one. And this set now coming out at the end of next month. Good time for Classic Who fans. That's the War Games coming your way 21st of April. Get your orders in now. Right, thank you for watching this quick video. I thought I'd just do a little news bit because I think people aren't always online seeing these announcements, so it's nice to do something to flag it up that it's on its way. If you're new here, why not like and subscribe to the channel? Press that subscribe button, press the like button, leave a comment down below. And if you're interested in one of these marvellous Keep Taking the Stuff t-shirts, there's a link in the descriptions where you can get hold of one at a very reasonable price. Right, I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching, and thank you as ever to all the new subscribers who are coming on board every day. More and more people are coming on board. A few people every day. It's building nicely. We're heading towards 2,100 subscribers, which is great. So please stick around. Please enjoy the channel. I'll see you soon. Till I do, taking the stuff.